Hello beautiful beings, welcome to our kitchen. Today we are making 3 types of salad dressings. They are of course plant-based and they are oil-free as well. And the reason why we decided to go with salad dressings is because we encourage everybody to eat more veggies, right? But we all know that chomping on plain greens or plain veggies is not that exciting. And I think that's often the reason why many people just don't include more veggies into their diet. So we figured, why not present you with some tasty dressings, because they will make your salads absolutely unbelievable, that you will just want to keep eating more and more of these greens and beautiful vegetables. Now, I mentioned that these dressings are oil-free, and there is a reason for it. When you buy a store-bought dressing, most of the time, if you read the ingredients, they're packed with processed oils, they're loaded with sugars, preservatives, and so forth. And we don't want to be ruining these beautiful salads, these nutritious salads, by putting a junky dressing on top of it. So you can make easily nice dressings at home without the use of these processed foods. You're basically just using whole foods. And the reason why we are keeping them oil-free is that when you are on a healing journey, when you're dealing with any chronic conditions, it's always in your best interest to minimize or avoid processed oils or oils in general. So if you're going to be using oils, I'm not saying that all oils are bad for us. There's definitely some nutritional benefits to using cold processed, healthy vegetable oils. But in most cases, we can go without them. We can lower the amount of fats we are using and still make delicious, beautiful dressing. So today we are going to be making an avocado cilantro dressing. We'll be making a Japanese style dressing, and we'll also be making honey mustard dressing. So let's get to work. Our first dressing is avocado cilantro dressing, and this dressing is really rich in flavor. It's creamy. It makes a great dipping sauce as well as dressing. So obviously we are starting with avocado and cilantro. Those are the 2 main ingredients, and this is like the most perfect avocado you can find. And it's always such a pleasure to cut into avocado and see that it's a nice one. So we'll put a whole avocado in. Now the cilantro. Cilantro is an amazing herb. You can easily grow it in your garden, and the beauty about cilantro is that it's known to help pull heavy metals out of our bodies. So if you can include cilantro on a daily basis into your diet, whether it's chopped in a salad, put it in your smoothie, or put it inside your dressings, it's always encouraged. And that's about enough. That's all I'll put in there. And then the next part is zucchini. And zucchini has a very neutral flavor, but what it does in the dressing, it adds nice creaminess into the dressing. There we go. Perfect. Our next ingredient is lime. I would say about 1 lime if it's nice and juicy. If it's a drier lime, then you can use a couple of them. There we go. Now we want to add a little bit of sweetness into the dressing, so I'll be using dates. So those are 2 pitted dates. Cumin. Garlic powder. You can always use fresh garlic clove. And a touch of sea salt. Perfect. And we'll add a little bit of water to get the blender started. There we go. And we are ready to blend. And here you have it, avocado cilantro dressing. Our next dressing you will really enjoy if you like the type of dressing that is served in a Japanese restaurant. So you know how you go for sushi and they serve you the side salad, and on top of it they have this orange type dressing. That's the kind of dressing we'll be making right now, but without the processed oils and the sugars. What I love about this dressing is that we can really incorporate a lot of vegetables, and what a better way to add to the nutritional benefits of salads than actually adding more veggies right on top of it, right? So we're starting with carrots. The next part will be celery. So you will get a couple celery sticks and pop them right in. Look at the amount of veggies already in there. Green onion. I'll just chop it a bit. And of course, fresh ginger. We cannot go with Asian style dressing without putting ginger. This might be a little too big of a piece, so I'm gonna start with about half of it. All right, the next part, we wanna add some creaminess and we wanna add some healthy fats. So sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, they always go well in any type of Asian food, and we'll add a little bit of sourness into it by adding fresh squeezed lemon juice. There we go. And finally, orange juice. So this is a freshly squeezed orange juice. You want to add about half a cup to get the Vitamix or your blender to get going. I squeezed these oranges earlier today. There we go. And we are ready to blend. Don't be shy to blend this one a little bit longer because of the seeds and all the veggies. It takes a little bit longer to get a nice creamy texture, but you will end up with a beautiful dressing. I suggest that you do a little bit of a taste test. Lovely. You might want to add a touch of salt. I personally find that the celery adds a little bit of saltiness into the dressing, but if you find that it's too sweet, just add a touch of salt. It will nicely balance the flavors. And here we have it, second dressing, Japanese style dressing, packed full of veggies. Yum. Final dressing. This one is super simple and I think many people enjoy this one. Honey mustard dressing. This one actually was on a request of Nikki. She loves mustard and I figured why not? Let's give this one a try. Most likely you already have all the ingredients on hand. There's 5 ingredients only and one of them is water. So to create that creamy texture, we'll be using hemp seeds. So let's start with those. I'm just gonna put hemp seeds right in a blender. Now, of course, we need honey. Honey, but it is not vegan, right? So if you're following a strict vegan diet, definitely honey is not going to be your choice, but you can easily replace this with maple syrup. You can try, I would say date syrup might work well. It's not gonna give it the same consistency, but try it. Also, coconut nectar might work really nicely in here. We personally choose to include honey in small quantities into our diet just because honey has many health benefits and it's very nutritionally dense as well. So if you're sourcing your honey locally, ethically, preferably from wildflowers, talk to the beekeepers, ask them about the practices that they use on their bee farm, and you might enjoy a really lovely honey with a lot of nutritional benefits. So I'm putting it right in. There we go. Now we need mustard. So today we're using honey Dijon mustard, but you could also, sorry, Dijon mustard I should say, but you could use stone ground mustard, you can use yellow mustard, just experiment with different types of mustards till you find the one that you like the most. Now the one thing about mustard is, obviously it's not a whole food, right? It's processed food. So when you're buying any processed packaged foods, always check the ingredients because you can find a really clean mustard in the store. And this one, for example, if I look at the ingredients, it has organic apple cider vinegar, water, organic mustard seeds, sea salt, and organic spices. That's it. But a lot of mustards, believe it or not, have extra added stuff, preservatives, oils, and so forth. So always check the ingredients. Now, this is the end of the package and I don't like to waste any of it. Our next ingredient is water, so I just put a touch of water right inside the little container, shook it, and I will add it in. There we go, a little tip for you. Because I don't like when, you know, jars have like these little bits and pieces inside and you can't get it out. So let's not waste any of it. And finally, we are going to put some lemon in there. There we go. Whoop. Perfect. I'll put a little bit more water. There we go, and let's blend. I probably don't need the temper stick for this one. There we go. Perfect. And once again, let's do a little taste test. Figure out if we need anything else in there. Nikki, since you're the expert, do you want to give this one a try?
Sure.
And the verdict?
Perfect.
All right, excellent. So this
Tangy.
Tangy and sweet. That's what we wanted. Amazing. All right, and this is our final dressing for today. I hope you got inspired to create your own dressings in your kitchen using whole plant-based ingredients. It was really a pleasure to have you with us in our kitchen, and we look forward to seeing you soon. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to our channel. We try to release new recipes and new tips and tricks for your plant-based kitchen on a regular basis. See you soon.